mini
night bus.
We have stopped off at the mystery. He disappeared. That's the mystery. Where'd he go? Mystery one. She disappeared. Down on the road.
To the Harry Potter studios.
Yeah. He doesn't know. Chocolate. We're en route. Now on the way to get the tickets.
We are, yay. Can I get in?
With the greatest Chalkwell professor of Hogwarts. finished looking around the shop and Jack got me a brand new wand. I'm holding Charlotte still. It is amazing. It was really hard to pick though and choose your wand. I had to go through multiple of them. It was really hard. There's the dragon's butt. And yeah, so I was surprised. We're about to enter the amazing one. We're now going through the great chains of the queue lineup as we head round the 2 Hufflepuffs with the 1 Ravenclaw. We enter into where it all began. Once again. There's some of these script paging and the designs. We've got the birdie.
Oh no, that's audio thing. So you can do around different stuff.
I don't do audio things. They distract me from walking. I never do audio things. They distract me from walking.
Jack compared to Hagrid.
Yep. Charlotte now compared to Hagrid. Charlotte now compared to Hagrid. Dun dun dun.
No, you compared to Hagrid.
And me compared to my best mate Hagrid. Yeah. There's me aunt and uncle. And here Harry's part of the family is my great great aunt, great great uncle. See, we totally look alike. Great family, great family. Long tradition, and my great 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 something. There is the stairs with the room that Harry stayed in. Charlotte's turn. My turn. Oh, never mind. So we head round.
Amanda smiled at me.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was on camera. Oh, my light. Welcome to my house. Best house, because you know this house always wins. It's the best, it's the greatest.
That's the best house over there.
Nah, it's got to be Ravenclaw. Ravenclaw is totally better.
Free.
This does remind me of school though. Ah, this is the video talk.
Please head all the way down to the front, those at the back use all the available space in front of you. I'd like to wish you a warm welcome to the Harry Potter tour today. While you wait for your tour, I'm just going to play you a short video. It gives you more information regarding the young cast and how they grew up into their roles. So just pay attention to all the screens around you. Thank you.
15 minutes after they knew they got the part, Dan, Rupert and Emma were being photographed, and those photographed were going to be beamed around the world.
At that point, I had been writing the characters for 9 years. You know, so this isn't someone you just thought of and the next day you start seeing actors. So it was very emotional, actually, seeing these children sitting there talking, and I just thought, yeah, thank God we found them.
I think my first reaction was how young they were. I mean, they were very small, very sweet kids. They were under incredible pressure, and I think they handled it brilliantly.
We were extraordinarily fortunate in the children that we cast. There was no guarantee that they would be able to act up to what we all knew would happen in the end, because we're asking them to do far more complex emotional scenes by the end of the series. But almost more importantly to me, if I'm honest, we cast 3 people who were able emotionally to deal with what then happened to them.
The environment we tried to create in making the films was that of a family. It was a safe place where the outside world was really outside, and where the family and friends that surrounded them created an environment where they could do their best work, where they weren't in the spotlight, where they could be themselves. And they let us do everything that we needed to do, but it was very much a question of gaining their trust. Their parents were great and very helpful. They were, game for everything. We got to know them on the first film. I have a wonderful picture of me holding Dan Radcliffe up by one ankle when he's fighting the troll. And I've got Dan upside down in one hand and walkie-talkie on the other. There was a lot of silliness, a lot of fun, and a lot of seriousness, because we weren't making these films. We were ambitious about what we were doing. They were ambitious for it. And they were developing as individuals and developing as actors, learning the craft.
I hope you all enjoyed that video. Those at the back, keep coming all the way down to the front of the room. We'll be going in for your tour in about 4 minutes' time. As soon as the 2 grey doors open, the tour will begin. Other than that, I hope you'll have a lovely time today. Thank you very much.
Invisible line on the floor. As you're making your way inside, please fill the gap where the centre through around the side for me. Just do not go past my invisible line. Fantastic. Now, as you will continue to make your way inside, I'm going to ask you one singular housekeeping rule. Can we please pop all phones and...
Do we have any birthdays in the crowd? Yes, birthday over here? Come and place your hands on these lovely doors. Turn around, give a wave to the adoring crowd. Crowd, wave back, it's our birthday. There we are. Now, do not push the doors until I say the word Hogwarts, okay? Now, let me be the first to greet you with the very words Harry heard when he arrived at the castle, when he arrived 25 years ago. Welcome to Hogwarts. Give a gentle push. Round of applause for my birthday help, everyone. Yes, indeed, this is the Great Hall. This was one of the first sets ever constructed for the films. You might be able to tell, it is also one of the largest. The Great Hall stood on a sound stage for over 10 years during production filming, just over to that side actually, before it was brought here piece by very precious piece for us all to be stood in today. The Great Hall was designed by the late great Stuart Craig, whose extraordinary vision helped shape the legacy and spirit of the castle we all know and love. Please be sure to check out the art department later on in your tour, where every sketch, blueprint and model was able to create the castle we know as Hogwarts. Now, I know how tempting it must be to wait around those doorways, but please believe me, if you come all the way into the Great Hall, once those doors are shut, they do make for a fantastic photo opportunity. Now, if you take a look up as you enter the Great Hall, you'll be able to notice these glorious Gryffindor banners. These are what's known as heraldic emblems, specifically the crown and the lion, and these were designed by our graphics department, headed up by Mira Formina at the time, later joined by Eduardo Lima, and these emblems help give off the traits of the Gryffindor house, which is courage, bravery, nerve, and chivalry, just going to show how much detail Mira Formina and her team put into every little aspect of their work. Now, if you join me here by the fireplace, you'll also notice we've got some of the original costumes laid out to depict the scene when Dumbledore awards some last-minute house points, leading to a very triumphant, if half unexpected win for our Gryffindor heroes, which sounded a little something like this.
Finally, it takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to your enemies, and a great deal more to stand up to your friends. I award 10 points to Neville Longbottom. Assuming that my calculations are correct, Gryffindor wins the House Cup.
Well, yes, at the end of that scene, you'll also remember that they all throw their hats up into the air, and we've got the original hats here today. Now, one of these hats took about 4 hours to make. If you times that by 400 child actors, that's 1,600 hours spent just on the hats alone, leading to some very grumpy costume department people when the hats got chucked up and and they've trodden on at the end of that scene. Well, with that, our time in the Great Hall is just about to come to an end, but a few more things before you continue on your tour today. If you picked up one of our studio tour passports, please keep a lookout for stamping locations and golden snitches that we fit in throughout the tour. I'll give you a hint, your first set is at the Gryffindor Common Room. If you've got one of our digital guides, then your tour starts immediately outside the archways at the Director's Board, and also please keep a lookout for some of our first year at Hogwarts exclusive features, such as the Quidditch demonstration next to Hagrid's hut, and our chess demonstration in our vault set. Once again, my name has been Sam, down there is Laura and Maddie, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your time here at one of our studios in Orlando. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the roof that Jack shrunk. Come on, Jack, we're just in the amazing hall. Now you've shrunk the roof?
Yeah.
What if the head teacher finds out?
I'm sorry, it was an accident.
We're going to be in so much trouble now.
Oh well.
That goes out at Christmas time. They have amazing fall and everything. They switched this around with the other bit. within to the headmaster's office as we explore within the office.
We've got a fireplace.
Is it a fireplace?
A fireplace.
A fireplace?
A fireplace.
A fireplace.
A fireplace.
I think it might be a fireplace. You got some awesome other trinkets. Memories.
Help always comes to those who are. Oh.
Sorry.
That's the thing. That's cool. That was a cool shot as well.
Now, once again, my name's Ella. If you'd like to have a go at your own broomstick experience, do head over to our Green Street Broomsticks just over to your left to have a go at your own flight. But I hope you all have a nice wonderful rest of your day today during our first year at Hogwarts feature. Thank you so much, everybody. Goodbye.
Hello everyone and welcome once again to Warner Brothers Studio Tour London, the making of Harry Potter during our first year at Hogwarts feature. My name is Noah. Those of you at the back, do come and gather around because I would love to show all of you some of the effects that we use to bring to life the beautiful game of Quidditch. Now I'm sure you all remember some of the most iconic scenes from those films are the Quidditch scenes, and one of my favourites is when Oliver Wood is teaching Harry about the game of Quidditch. Harry, obviously having grown up in the Muggle world, is learning about this game for the very first time alongside us as the audience. Now, Oliver Wood, played by Sean Biggerstaff, teaches Harry that there are 3 balls that we use in Quidditch. And to make them real, we went to our props team and our visual effects department, who works very closely together to blend traditional prop making with digital animation to really make the game feel physical and real. So let's remind ourselves of those balls now. We have the Quaffle. This is our slowest moving ball, and these were made by our props team as real leather sports balls, so our actors had something they could throw around very naturally on set while they were filming. The quapple was the easy one. The next ones are a little trickier, because up next, we have the bludgers. These were created as heavy stunt props for those close-up scenes, like Oliver Wood struggling around on the ground with it. But for that erratic flight path you see throughout the games, they'd instead be replaced with CGI in post-production by our visual effects team. And of course, the golden snitch, perhaps one of the most important and iconic items in all of Harry Potter. These were carefully engineered and hand-painted for those close-up scenes, but again, to give it that rapid movement you see throughout the games, they've been replaced with CGI by our visual effects animation team. We also have that very original Quidditch box that you see in the very first film, just around the corner, that you can take a look at after this demonstration. And if you listen closely and watch the screens, you'll begin to hear it rattle. This box was created by our props team and then handed over to our special effects department, who really brought it to life with those angry bludgers moving around inside. But of course, you can't play Quidditch without a broomstick. So here we have our Quidditch player in their Half-Blood Prince Quidditch robes on their broomstick. Every broomstick would have a hidden bicycle saddle and footrests for the actors' comfort, and each actor also had to wear some safety supports to keep them nice and secure, especially during those long hours of filming. I'm sure you all remember Harry gets his first broomstick as a gift from Professor McGonagall in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. That is, of course, the Nimbus 2000. And you'll be able to see that through the window of quality Quidditch supplies when you get to Diagon Alley a little bit later on in your tour, so you've got that to look forward to. But, how do we make a broomstick fly? Well, it starts in our special effects department, led by special effects supervisor John Richardson, who's worked very closely with our team to painstakingly restore this effect from the very first film for you all to see today. Every broomstick was attached to a metal pole arm, which is connected to a motion rig that you can see on the Hagrid's Hut side of the stage after this demonstration, and that would allow the filmmakers to very carefully and precisely lift, twist and tilt the broom to make it look like the player on top was dodging, ducking, diving and weaving around the Quidditch pitch. All the while they'd be reacting to imaginary crowds and opponents that would only be added later on with the magic of visual effects. Now I have a very important question for all of you. Do you want to see a broomstick fly? You don't sound very excited at all. We're going to try that one again. Do you want to see a broomstick fly? Much better. So we're going to put our graphics up behind us. Now's the time to get your phones and cameras ready if you haven't already. And I'm going to need your help with this next part. Madam Hooch teaches our first years that to make the broomsticks move, they have to shout up. So on the count of 3, we're all going to shout up. In 3, 2, 1, up! Fantastic work, everybody. We are off. I want a nice, clean game. Chris Columbus, our director for the first couple of films, said that riding these broomsticks was extremely difficult. He likened it very much to a roller coaster ride. But at least for your actors on set, you get that equal parts thrill and terror in their performances. Daniel Radcliffe did also later joke about the impacts of being sat on a bicycle saddle for long hours of filming at a time. But it looks like our broom's starting to pick up some speed. The music is changing slightly, which can mean only one thing. Watch your heads, everybody. We've got some bludgers incoming! These bludgers overhead have been created by our props team, led by head prop maker Pierre Bahana, especially for you all to see today, and they've done a magnificent job, I'm sure you agree. Now, I'm not seeing any beaters in the crowd today. Where are the Weasleys when you need them? But it's okay. Looks like our player has just about managed to dodge those bludgers. And our player is today's Gryffindor Seeker, so they're going to turn their attention, of course, to Hunt for the Golden Snitch. I want a nice big cheer when you see it. Keep your eyes peeled, everyone. And there it is. There's our Golden Snitch. I'm sure you all remember that when Harry wins his first game of Quidditch, he catches the Golden Snitch by almost swallowing it in his mouth. I can't imagine that would have tasted very nice at all. But it seems our player hasn't quite managed to catch the Golden Snitch just yet. But that's okay, it means the game is still on, and throughout your tour today you'll see the Snitch hiding around. Be sure to check out our grand finale at the very end, where hopefully Harry is able to secure that Gryffindor victory. That is the end of this demonstration. If you'd like to try flying your very own broomstick, you can head on over to our green screen interactive area to your left. But thank you very much for listening to me. My name's Bernard, and I hope you have a magical rest of your day here during your first year at Hogwarts. Thank you.
sensation. Now my name is Sadie, and if you haven't already, please do gather around. And I'm going to be training you up in the art form known as wand combat. Now a little bit of a history lesson before we do begin. For the first 4 films, there's actually no guidance on how to cast spells. But when we got our director, David Yates, on board, he was focused on how the body moved when dueling. So he brought Paul Harris on board as our choreographer as wand combat. And he taught the actors 5 defense, but also 5 attack moves. And he had to teach these about the remaining of the films as well. Well, today I'm going to be teaching you 3 attack moves, 1 defense move, and 1 very powerful move that you would have seen Dumbledore use against Voldemort. No, Voldemort use against Dumbledore. Got there at the end, silly me. Right here, so if you have got your wands ready, please do get them out. I've seen a few of you got them ready already, and if you haven't got one, please do not worry. You can use an invisible one, or you can use your finger. Now, as we are going to be moving quite a lot, I do need you all to be able to spread out for me, because I don't want anyone injuring themselves. So do just spread out a bit, just so you're not too close to each other. And because wand combat is amazing, but health and safety in the Muggle world is even better. Fantastic. So what we're going to need first of all is our arm just out in front of us, and our wand arm just above our heads. Fantastic. And you're going to whip it just like a lasso. Fantastic. And again, fantastic. Easy that one was. Now on to our second move. This is going to combine with the first one, and we're going to go from our lasso into a lunge. Okay, we've got this. So from our first one into our next one. Amazing. Now if you do want to put your arm out just in front of you, behind you, it does just help counterbalance you so you don't fall over as well. Now our third attack move, we actually call it wizard bowling, and you'll see why in just a moment. So we're going to put one arm out just in front of us like so, and we're going to, with this arm, just bowl it under. Now you will also understand why we call it wizard bowling as well. So let's try that one more time. Fantastic. Now our next move is our defense move. We need this one, of course, because if we're going to attack a Death Eater, they're definitely going to attack who's back. So we're going to need to defend ourselves from the enemy. So we're just going to need to put our arm right out in front of us just to cover our face, and we're going to draw 2 big circles, and then we're going to catch it, hold it until we feel the most magical and powerful, and then we're going to throw it at the Death Eater. Fantastic. So let's try that again. 2 big circles, catch it, throw it. Amazing. A bit like sports. Fantastic. Now our final move is the most powerful one, and this is the one that I explained about earlier when Voldemort used it on Dumbledore in the Ministry of Magic. Now this is going to be the most powerful move I'm going to show you, so we're only going to use this in an emergency. So if we put our feet together just like so, we're going to bend them slightly, we're going to get all the way down, we're going to drag our arms down and then all the way up, and we're going to lunge forward as if we're shooting something. Fantastic. Well, let's try that again. So feet together, get on your knees and arms all the way up, and lunge. Amazing. We're near enough ready. So let's go over all the moves back again. So we go into our attack move 1, and like that, and then into attack move 2, into attack move 3, into our defense spell shield, hold and push, and then our banderillas, feet together, all the way down, put it up, and lunge. Now I think we are all ready, so who would like to meet a Death Eater? Yes, indeed. Now, if you're a little bit scared, don't worry, hide behind the kids, grown-ups. I can see you looking a bit petrified. Do not worry, they're going to protect us just with myself. Now the lighting has changed. We now have a spotlight, which means our Death Eater is coming. And it also means I'm going to give you a very cringy motivation of a speech. Now we have got this. We might be a few, but together we will act as plenty. We have a Death Eater here, and we are going to be continue or just through to the archway over there. I'm sure my fellow Todd would love to tell you more about how Embark was created. Once again, my name is Sadie, and I hope you had the most magical experience during our first year at Hogwarts feature. Thank you.
Versuch sozusagen, das ist ja ein Fängnis fast so.
I think they should make trains like this still. This would be good.
Es gibt so eine Szene, da kommt ein Mentor rein und die Szene.
Der liegt hier Tagesprofil.
Die Szene, wo auch es gibt Gefängnis von Azkaban. Da gibt es so, oh, da schlafen sie wie es bei ihnen und da kommt der Dementor rein.
Advanced potion making. Advanced potion making.
We're going to be exploring Jack's new home. He's going to be moving in here.
I'm gonna go in the cupboard under the stairs.
I'm too happy about that.
There's no such thing as magic.
Yes, there is.
That hot orange blown out the window.
Genau so eine Sony-Fabriken.
You see all the time with dogs, there's something wrong with them. Pinch them, there's something wrong with them.
You did, and then you used to go all the way to the greenhouse.
Hang on.
Oh, this is new.
Dobby.
This isn't a great time.
Yes, sir. Dobby understands. It's just that Dobby has come to tell you it is difficult, sir. Dobby wonders where to begin. Why don't you sit down?
what's coming. You don't want to miss this. Trust me, you don't want to miss this.
No, I'm going to go get sweets from Honeydukes. Yum.
Here we are in Diagon. I'm probably get some sweets, maybe do some stuff. Lots of students all around. Definitely an awesome place to be. Might choose some stuff. Don't know what to choose yet in Diagon Alley. Loads of people here running into enormous like this.
Sweets!
He's after sweets. We're after new potions, magic books. What are you after in Diagon Alley today?
Pots.
Pots? Ooh, you doing some potions? Ooh.
Can I get an owl?
Wow.
Yeah.
I hear this shop right here does the greatest owls in town.
Oh, well, I can actually do a bit of magic.
I think you need a bit of practice. Oh, right.
I've done a bit of magic! Magic!
Hey, I found the sweet shop that Jack was after over there.
Yum!
Nom, 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 nom.
Tasty.
Ready, buddies? What one do you think we should pick?
I like the looks of that one right there.
The one that looks like it has one eye. Yeah. I think that Birdie disagrees with you in the window.
Well, no.
I think he wanted to be picked. So here we are at the sweet shop. Charlotte wants some chocolate, don't you?
Can I get the
We're now in the bit where all the creations, all the designs, all of the arts are displayed.
I will get it.
There's some awesome and epic artwork all the way along. There's awesome snakes designs, the dragon. The boats have a weird shape. Snowy, the paintings that move. So much more. And we've now entered the bit of the Kasha. As we walk round, Jack's going to explain about what this one's used for.
So this actually was built for the fact of long distance shots, so shots of like Harry walking in like different areas of the castle where they couldn't get the wider shots for. And then what they do is they actually CGI the characters into the actual model shots. castles that within. Wider shots of the castle.